See you. Hey, good girl. Good girl. Hey, I want to start you off here today on the HVAC system, or an exhaust on a car. You can see every car has an exhaust here. Also has vents. There's vents in the front, right? So this is for airflow. So the human body is very similar to cars or houses, airplanes, and you need proper airflow. So my excuse today here is Saturday. You know, I'm kind of tired already. I already worked out today. Another walk will just tire me more. But the truth is, the walk will most likely give me energy and get the blood flowing, because I've been sitting for a while. And that's what I feel it's going to do. Blood flow, oxygen. We know that the air here, the trees pump out oxygen. Can't see it, but it's pumping out oxygen. You breathe it in, and it attaches to the red blood cells, which is in the body, in the blood, and they have hemoglobin and iron in it attached to that. Hello, good day. Yeah, I'm on TV here. So, yeah, the oxygen is brought into us by breathing. It pumps around the whole body by us moving around, and the heart pumps it too. And we breathe out carbon dioxide. So it's literally going to give me more energy as I walk. So you can control your heart pump. It's on an automatic pilot, or it's the autonomic nervous system. But you know, you can control it by moving, or you can change your breathing patterns too. So the 3 habits that create 4 diseases that kill 50% of the people we're talking about is tobacco use and smoking. So the smoking is something that causes COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. So the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is similar to, like, in the HVAC, or in your pipes in the house, or the vents in the house, where you see your exhaust in your car, you see the filters, they get all full of dust, right? If you also look in there, could be rust in there that you have to scrape out, or could be dead animals in there. It could be dirt in there. It could be some sticky oil or something in there, but it does get obstructed, right? So the chronic obstruction means it's there for a long time. Chronic means it's long. Acute means it's not cute, like looking cute. It's acute, which means it's more short term. Now, can this disease be healed? That's a tough one. You'd have to look at some studies. I think the lungs can heal themselves, you know, if you keep them clear and you stop smoking. I don't know if it's all different types of tobacco, or just the kind of manufactured. Natural tobacco might be okay, or like cannabis might be okay. But if you ever look at the back of a cigarette, or the filter of the cigarette, or the filter of a cannabis cigarette, it doesn't look too great at the end. So it's hard to say. So your nose has, I think their hair is called cilia. Your throat's got cilia, right? And so it's designed to protect and filter out anything that's going to obstruct it, but it gets full of the tar or the formaldehyde that's in there. There are many different chemicals that they put in there. If you get that, you know, chronically done, you got bronchitis, or you have chronic inflammation in the nose, throat, lungs. And as you know, that the nose, throat, ears, eyes, it's very close to the brain too. You see, like, typically an ENT specialist, ears, nose, and throat, because that canal is directly related to each other and very close to the brain. If you're practicing breathing techniques, you are, stopping smoking or staying away from certain pollutants or polluted areas, you may help like your lungs to regenerate themselves or heal themselves. A mask may help like in certain conditions, but at the same time, the masks may have certain, I don't know what type of chemicals that they're made out of or the materials are made of, but they may cause a problem too. Just a random thing here. There's a beehive here. Patty, no. Just random. Patty, come. Good girl. So another talk, we were talking about the beehive having the 6 different sides to it, the hexagon. Anyways, so if you imagine too, like the beehive can get honey into it, then it gets kind of gummed up. Well, your lungs can be like that too. Like they can get all jammed up. So you get any sort of like a portal or gate or certain vessel or door can get obstructed or jammed up, especially with any smoke or pollutants. Like a mask can cause it too, or a mask can help with different environmental pollutants also. But it seems like the most prevalent cases are with tobacco use. So that a habit can create a big issue with your cardiovascular system or cardiorespiratory system. They're interconnected. So your lungs act as the pump, very similar to when you stoke a fire. I can't remember that. It's called a bellow. So there's certain bellows, breathings that help you out with that also. And if you need to know like what it would look like. So in the springtime, the leaves are quite flexible, malleable, and they're pretty. You can even feel moisture into them. But during the winter time, they're a bit more dry. They're not as hydrated, right? And if you look at pictures of the lungs, you can get a good comparison of like the way this one looks nice and green from the chlorophyll, right, from the photosynthesis, and this here is a bit dry. So your lungs do look a bit different as they almost like they're drying up, right? It's got to kick out mucus too. So as it's kicking out the mucus, it's kind of cleaning out, but the damage may be permanent if you don't stop smoking or inhaling the pollutants from some sort of maybe industrial site. So if you're using like something like any Tylenol or like a cold and flu or sinus, it's usually using something like adrenaline. The Sudafed is coming from the ephedra plant, which is like very similar to adrenaline. Ephedrine is close to adrenaline. The Tylenol also, they have like certain properties in it that relax the nervous system. So maybe it relaxes the lungs, it relaxes the throat, and you may be able to get some relief from that. And also it's a bit of a painkiller, which slows down the nervous system. And as you're slowing the nervous system down, you feel less pain. The mucus may break up as things relax. It may have a component that breaks up mucus or gets the motility of it going. But you don't want any chaos in these areas, because as we know, the chaos in these areas, as the cells are replicating, it'd be like radiation hitting a certain area. Like the smoke would be a carcinogen, and it could cause certain cancers too. So you may get released from the Sudafed or the Tylenol or the other products that even Vicks Vapor Rub, for some reason the peppermint, I think it's eucalyptus, that'll somehow loosen up the mucus or calm things down. I'm not sure how it works, but peppermint and eucalyptus seem to be in a lot of, like menthol seem to be in a lot of things that soothe. I'm not too sure what the property is, but it works for me. Peppermint tea works for me, or the cream works for me too, to get everything loose and breaking up. So think about that as you're going for a walk and you're breathing. Blood can flow, air can flow, energy can flow, but if you get something obstructing it, that's going to cause a problem in the pipes, right? So hope you enjoyed this. Share with your friends if it helped you, and when in doubt, work out.